Welcome everyone to Stick or Sit, Earn Your Way In, the series where we get to fill Panini's album together while following every match of World Cup 2026. During this, we get to find out just how accurate Panini's predictions really were. I'm Boko BG, and here's how this works. As we follow each match of the World Cup, we stick to players as they play. If a player plays, he gets stuck in album. If they sit, he has to wait for the next match. Simple as that. Right here, I have the hardcover album completely empty. It won't be empty for too long, as today we will start the first match between the hosts, Mexico and South Africa. This match went fairly as expected, except for the huge amount of red cards and the Brazilian referee's amazing English explanation of one of the red cards. I think that's already a big meme, and we'll see what else comes up from this referee. To start, we get to honor both teams with their badges, team crests, as well as the team photos. Then we get to move on to the starting lineups and see what Panini actually got right. Some stickers might never make in to this collection. Let's hope your favorite player gets into this. To start off, as I said, get to stick in the badges. Mexico hosting yet for another time. Let's hope this time they can beat the curse of the knockout stage where they get eliminated. Sometimes not undeservedly, like the 1 year against Netherlands. Here we go. Now we move on to South Africa. Badges in. And team photo. Now, let's begin with all the starting players. We will start with Mexico 3, which is Johan Vasquez. Interestingly, the goalkeeper who started the game, Rangel, is not in the album, so we'll see if Panini will do something about this. Next one up is number 5, which is the captain, Cesar Montes. In my opinion, very undeserved red card. I think the referee was a bit excited to give bunch of red cards. It didn't even get checked, so Mexico will have a challenge in the second game without their captain. On the bright side, we can almost be certain that a new player will earn their place in the album. Continue on with another defender, number 6, Jesus Gallardo. Mexico's defense was pretty solid this game, although South Africa weren't really doing much to threaten the goal. Mexico dominated in every part of the game, and deservedly they won. Let's continue with the next defender, Israel Reyes. Looks like Panini nailed the four starters in the defense. So moving on to the midfield. Unfortunately, none of the players were predicted in here by Panini, and we get to move on to the front line. One of the goal scorers, Quiñones, also not in here. One player we have is Roberto Alvarado. He's earned his way in. There we go. In my opinion, star of the match, Raul Jimenez, had almost life-ending injury a few years back. Luckily, he's get to score his first goal in the World Cup. I believe this is his fourth World Cup. Unfortunately, his father passed away a little bit too early to see his son score at a World Cup. So out of the starting lineup, looks like we only got half of them. You'll notice I'm not seeking the substitutes just yet. In round one, we're just focusing on the starters. Now, Africa's team. We start off with the goalkeeper, Rowan Williams. He earned his way into the album. Probably played the best out of the whole team. If it wasn't for him, the scoreline would have been much worse. To be fair, don't know too much about these African players. A lot of them I get to hear for the first time. First defender, Aubrey Modiba. Yes. Next defender is Bokazi. Should be familiar with the US stadiums as he's playing for Chicago Fire. It's always a bit difficult to stick these on the side of the page, as with the hardcover album it's very sturdy. I'll have to do my best here. Next defender is Mudau. He is the meme which we all saw on the internet. Him trying to understand the referee's English. To be honest, I also did not. Clearly the red card was evident there as the African player just slapped one of the Mexican players. I don't remember who it was, but nonetheless. Continuing with CBC, another one of the 5 defenders. Africa started the game with. Another player in the South African League. Which I don't know personally, is in. Now we get to move on to the midfielders. Start with Mokoena, number 11. Mokoena has earned his way into the collection also. Now we have one of the red cards in this match. Sitho. Very unnecessary challenge. He might just miss the rest of the World Cup, so could be his only game. But in his only game, he does earn his way into the album. Now moving on to the attack, we have Lyle Foster, player which might be familiar to more people, plays for Burnley, went down to the championship this year after a very strong last season in the championship. Arguably the best player, South Africa, but was helpless yesterday against Mexico. We also have the other striker, Reiners. Who is the last starting player for today, has earned their place in the album. Apologies. Some of these are crooked, but we live and we learn. All right, so we're done with both teams. We have 9 players from South Africa and only 6 from Mexico. I guess they were a little better with the Africans. In total, we have 19 stickers. Good start to our collection. One thing we can do is to add another participant who earned their way in. Make it 20. This is the ball, which also entered the pitch at number 5. So it's actually on this page. Trionda is the name. Has the 3 colors to honor the 3 hosts. Very colorful, beautiful ball. And there. And that's a wrap on match 1. In total, 15 players from both teams made it into the album. Adding the badges, the team photos, and the ball, we're just about at 20. Let's see who gets in the next episode. Next match is the other one in this group between Korea and Czechia. If you enjoyed this type of content, leave a like. If you're new to this channel, subscribe to follow the album all the way through the tournament. Please drop a comment letting me know where you're from, who you support, and I'm open to any questions, suggestions, and feedback. I'm Boko BG, and see you in the next one.